Hey guys, so I guess I have not been making videos here on this channel for a while, and I do apologize about that. I've had a few things in my life that made it a little difficult for me to do that, but I'm still here. I know some of you have written and you're still having some trouble and trying to cope with tinnitus, and I'd love to give you just a normal video like I always did before. Um, so a lot of when you've had tinnitus for a while and you're still trying to figure out how to get past the problem in a way that you can cope with your life again, I just want to encourage you to find things that you can do to occupy your mind. I struggled with anxiety for a large part of my life, and I know that there's a correlation between anxiety and tinnitus oftentimes. And what anxiety is you keep thinking about something and you can't stop thinking about it, and it's very frustrating. I still have some residual anxiety left over. I probably, have a tendency toward anxiety more than a lot of people do. So I understand it well, and I just want to recommend one strategy to deal with the anxiety of having tinnitus is learning to think about other things. And that's easier said than done, right? Sometimes we get into sort of a cycle of thinking in a certain way, and then we just keep thinking that way. And with tinnitus, that's definitely the case because we get hit with this sound and we worry about it. And very quickly we get where we're always thinking about it and wondering how to make it go away. Wondering how to somehow do this thing where we, adapt to it. And I think a good part of being able to do that is learning to do activities that occupy your brain so that you're involved in those activities, and the result will be that you don't think about the sound as much as you did before, and maybe even reach a point like I have, fortunately for me. I just don't think about it. It's not difficult at all for me to just not think about it. It's there, but I just don't worry about it anymore. And I'm very lucky. It's been 3 years and a few months now since I first got it. Let's see, 21 to 3, yeah. So how do we do that? I guess it takes training. Things that involve you focusing your thoughts onto doing something, as hard as you maybe don't want to do that, you can't motivate yourself to do that, you feel captive to the thoughts of the tinnitus, you have to still make yourself do it. And generally these are types of things that would improve your life, would give you a new skill. So yoga is awesome because you have to go through a series of movements, especially when led by a teacher, where you have to focus on each movement. And if you do it for a while, you'll get where you have trained your brain to focus on each movement and do that yoga routine. Also, reading books, where you actually have a goal of finishing the book, and you start on the first page and you read and then go to the next page, and your brain is really focused on reading the book. These are ways to get your brain focusing on something else. But I'll have to say, if you just started on day one and then just quit and give up on the idea, you'll be back to the same pattern again. So what we're trying to do here is develop a new pattern where you maybe read a book every day for 30 minutes. And maybe you'll read it longer, but you'll at least read the book every day for 30 minutes. And you'll get better at focusing on reading the book. You might come up with all kinds of reasons why you can't read that book, but you just do it. You just read the book. The same thing with the yoga. It could be a class you take online or a YouTube video, but you do that video for 30 minutes every day. And it's not just doing yoga. It's not just reading the book. It's brain training. You're learning to focus your thoughts on doing those activities. Learning a language is a wonderful one too. And if you can start to learn a language, your brain starts to think in a whole new wavelength, and you kind of create this new like mind map that maps your brain to the language, and that's something kind of interesting. I love dancing. I think dancing is a wonderful thing where you're moving around, you're getting exercise, you're trying to remember to do the dance, how to do the dance routine, or maybe you're making up your own. But that's a wonderful thing where it involves the mind and the body together, and it's kind of fun too. So I highly recommend dancing. There's lots of videos you can do. And when I was in my worst place, I did drawing. And drawing something involves you being creative. You can get different colors and pencils, and there's YouTube tutorials that'll teach you how to draw things. And you could draw every day for 30 minutes. Maybe I used to do it a little bit before bedtime. So a lot of times when people are really stuck with the sound and always thinking about it, it's a hard pattern to break out of. But I'm just trying to suggest to you that if you can kind of schedule this into your day where you start to do some activities that not only will help you not think about tinnitus, but also maybe help you to be more healthy and happier and learning something, and these are all good things for your body and your brain. And you might as well go ahead and start trying to do something like that. And then you'll get better at doing that thing. Whatever you do for 30 minutes every day, you'll get better at that, especially if you do it every day. So that's my video for today. I'm sorry I haven't been around, but I just wanted to check in with you guys, and I hope you are doing okay, and wish you a smooth journey and getting even better. Okay, I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.